Hello friends, Kalrao School Halol presenting this video for standard 11th English medium. Friends, today we are going to discuss about the lesson from English, the book from the snapshot, chapter number 1, the summer of the beautiful white horse. Friends, this is a beautiful story about two brothers with their experience of riding a horse. This lesson was written by William Sarion. William Sarion was the writer of this lesson and who wrote this beautiful lesson with beautiful description and narration. In this lesson, what is there? What is the concept about this lesson? Here given there, this story is poor, about two poor Armenian boys. Armenian, what is the meaning of Armenian? Armenian is one kind of the tribe which was famous for their uh, honesty and trust. This is one kind of the people who belong with the one tribe. They were always famous into their times for their honesty and trust. So there is, you can say that Armenian is one tribe, and these two boys were belong with this tribe family, who belong to the tribe whose hallmarks are trust and honesty. This tribe's hallmarks are trust and honesty, for which they were known for. Okay, the people of this Armenian were famous or for known for a trust and honesty. People do the trust on them just because they belong with the Armenian tribes. So what happened with that two boys, and what they were do, everything which is beautifully described in this lesson. Let's see what is there. One day back there in a good old days, when I was 9 and the world was full of every imaginable kind of the magnificence, and life was still delightful and mysterious dream. My cousin Morad, who was considered crazy by everybody who know him except me, come to my house at 4 in the morning and woke me up, tapping on the window of my room. Here given one scene is there. Writer means there are two two boys in this lesson. One is our whatever the lesson is describing, that boy, that the name of that boy is Aram, and the another one who is his cousin, his name was Murad. Okay, Murad was his cousin, who was his young cousin. Okay, and these two boys were doing something. One day the situation is given there. One day Aram was in his room, and he was thinking. He was at he was very young age, and he was thinking about the imaginable kind of magnificence and delightful dreams and everything he was thinking about into the night. At that time, early in the morning at 4 o'clock, his cousin Murad was came into his window and knocking his window, tapping his window of his room, and he want to say something to his cousin Aram. Aram, he said. His Murad said some. Murad wants to say something to Aram, so he knocked on the window and said, Aram. I jumped out of the bed and looked out the window. Aram was jumped out from the bed and he was looking, who is there? Into early in the morning. He looked outside of the window, and what he shows? He shows Aram was standing there. I couldn't believe what I saw. Aram told us that he could not believe on his eyes that what he saw, because Murad is already there, but with him someone else is also there. Who is that someone else? It is given here. It wasn't morning yet. Yet it wasn't morning because the darkness was also there outside. Still, the sun is not completely came out, so the morning hadn't yet, but it was summer, in the time of the summer season, and with a daybreak not many minutes around or the corner of the world, it was light enough for me to know I wasn't dreaming. Means, yeah, here writer wants to say that whenever he woke up, he saw that he can't imagine, he hadn't imagined any time. He showed that the light is not completely came out from the sun and some darkness were over there. It is the morning of the summer, and light, some little light were over there, and he it is enough to understand that this person, means this Aram, was not dreaming. It is reality. What it happened, it is reality. So he could understand that he already woke up, and he, whatever he was seeing, that is everything is actual situation. My cousin Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. What Aram's show? Aram show that Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. I stuck my head out of the window. Aram could not believe that Murad was bringing one beautiful white horse, because they were belong with the very poor family. How could he afford this rich hobbies? Okay, he could not afford this rich hobbies like a beautiful white horse riding. Okay, so he was getting confused. He couldn't believe on his eyes. So he stuck his head out of the window, means he put out his head into out of the window and rubbed my eyes, and also rubbed his eyes to believe the scene, believe on the scene, whatever was happening in front of him. It is unbelievable. Yes, he said in the Army 9, it's a horse. You are not dreaming. Make it quick. You want to, if you want to ride. The another brother of this Aram, Murad, was told him that yes, Armenian style, Armenian style. He told to his brother that it's a horse and you are not dreaming, brother. If you want to ride on this horse, fastly you can become a ready and fastly come out from the home. I know my cousin Murad enjoyed being alive more than anybody else who had ever fallen into the world by mistake, but this was more than even I could believe. Murad, he told that Aram told us that Murad was every time enjoying his life. Okay, because he comes that every person has came on this earth by mistake. Okay, so he was thinking that whatever the life is given by the god, we must enjoy, but this is more than even. So he could not believe whatever the situation is over there, he could not believe on his eyes. In the first place, my earliest memories had been memories of horse, and my first longing had been longing to ride. First place mean the first thing that I want to say, that in his earliest memory, that had been the memory of the horse, because he wants to always from his childhood, Aram always want to ride on the horse, but just because of the family circumstances, family poor circumstances, he would not able to bring this kind of the white horse and this kind of the horse for himself. So that dream hadn't completed. This was the wonderful part. He thinks that whatever the happening in front of him, it is also a wonderful part. In the second place, we were poor. He thinks that this kind of the hobbies were not for the poor people. Hobbies like a horse riding was not for the poor people. He thinks himself that we were poor, we can't afford this kind of the horse riding, which was the hobbies for the rich people. So second thing, he was thinking that we were poor. This was the part this was the part that wouldn't permit me to believe what I show. These two reasons are behind that Aram could believe on his eyes, because till here Aram could not believe that his brother Murad was bringing a white horse, because the family circumstances were not as much as rich to bring a horse like this. So he couldn't believe on his eyes. We were poor. He thinks that our family was poor. We had no money. They have no money. Our whole tribe was poverty stricken. Every branch of the Jarulian family was living in the most amazing and communal poverty in the world. Communal poverty in the world. Gerogolian family means the family which belongs with this tribe. Okay, and Armenian tribe, that is called Gerogalian tribe. Gerogarian family was from the starting of his life, they were poor, and their family were living most struggleable life. From the starting of his life, he faced the poverty because they were very poor. He thought that it is amazing to communal poverty in the world. Nobody could understand. Nobody could understand where we ever got money enough to keep us with food in our bellies. Not even the old man of the family. This kind of the poverty they were facing. Aram told us that Aram said the fact about their family, the fact about the tribes of the Gerogolian family. Gerogolian is a one kind of the Armenian tribe who were very poor, that much poor that they were not able, sometimes they were not able to taking or bringing the food for their bellies. So the family or the people, those who are unable to getting the food, enough food, this kind of a family were bringing a hobbies like a rich person. How could it possible? This is the surprise for Aram, and so just because of that he could not believe on his eyes that Murad was bringing this kind of the horse, and he can't believe on his eyes that this kind of situation was happening in front of him. We were famous for our honesty. This family were famous for their honesty. We had been famous for our honesty for something like 11 centuries. This family were very famous from the 11th centuries for their honesty and trust. Even when we had been the wealthiest family, what we like to think was the world. He told us about the olden times of this tribe. Into the olden time, before many years ago, they were the wealthiest family during the olden times, but after some period they were become poor. We were proud, first honest. This family, this tribe were proud on their honesty. Next, and after we believed into the right and wrong, they were not believed into whatever the situations are going right, whatever the situations are going wrong. Everything was happening with which manner they didn't want care about that. But the one and only characteristic or the ability which in which this kind of the people which belong with the Garigolian family was their honesty. None of us would take advantage of anybody in the world. They were so honest that they could not give any of the person to any kind of the harm in this world. So they were very honest and very innocent type of the tribe. The everything was with them, good manner, honesty, trust. But which thing they hadn't? They hadn't money. They were very poor people. But the characteristic like the honesty, trust, and everything in which a person must have, that this type have, let alone steal, that things they alone steal in their tribe. Consequently, even though I could see the horse so magnificent, even though, consequently means probably he show that horse, and horse was looking very magnificent, and even though I could smell it, sorry, he smelt means Aram was smelt about the horse, so lovely, the smell was so lovely, even though I could hear it breathing so exciting. The horse was breathing so exciting. He could hear. Who? Aram. I couldn't believe the horse had anything to do with my cousin Murad or with me or with any of the other member of our family, asleep or awake, because I know my cousin Murad couldn't have brought this horse. He knows that, he knows the situations of his family, he knows the poverty of his family, so he couldn't believe that Murad can buy this horse. So he know that something was going wrong, and if he couldn't have brought it, must have stolen it. Okay, what the situation were there? Murad couldn't get or couldn't buy this horse, couldn't bought this horse. So the fact is that the Murad stolen that horse, and I refuse to believe he hadn't stolen it. And Aram refused that he hadn't stolen it, because the nature of the Murad, he knows very well that this boy could steal anything for his hobbies, to complete his hobbies, to fulfill his hobbies. No member of the Garigolian family could be a thief. What the characteristic in which the Garigolian family had? The Garigolian family could not cheat anyone, could not break the trust anyone, and could not be a thief. I started first. I stared first at my cousin and then at the horse. Aram stared to his cousin Murad, and after that he stared to the horse. There was a pious stillness and humor in each of them, which on one hand delighted me and on other hand fragmented me. That two situation was occurring in front of him. He was already excited to ride on the horse, and another he was getting feared that what will happen if this horse was stolen by his brother Murad. Then what will happen? This kind of the situation were created a fear in him. So two situations were created in him. Murad, I said, where did you steal this horse? So Aram asked Murad that where did you steal this horse? Leap out of the window. But Murad replied to him that forget everything, leave everything, leap out of the window. He said, you want to ride, if you want to ride, if you want to ride on this horse, forgot about the silly question. You need not to ask about the silly questions. If you want to ride on this horse, come on, fastly come out from the window. We just went and we just run away from here, and if you want to ride, you can. It was true. Then he had stole the horse. Means the reply of the Murad made the confirmation that this horse was stolen by him. There was no question about it. There was no question about it that this horse was stolen by his brother Murad. He had come to invite me to ride or not as I choose. He didn't came here to get the advice that if he want to steal that horse or not, whatever the advice from me, he didn't want. He came here to just ask me if I want to ride on that horse or not. If yes, that in that situation I have to come out and ride on the horse. If no, that it's okay. He didn't care about that. Well, it seems to me stealing a horse for a ride was not the same thing as stealing something else, such as money. For all I knew, maybe it wasn't stealing at all if you were crazy about. Arams thought that if I want to complete my dream to I want to complete my or fulfill my dream to ride on the horse, I did not want to think about this horse was stolen by, or this where the horse was coming from. I don't want to care. And another situations, he was thinking that stealing a horse is not considered a crime. If you are stealing someone money, that you can consider a crime, but stealing a horse is not considered a crime. Why he was thinking like that? Because he also want to ride on the horse the way my cousin Murad and I were. It wasn't stealing. I wouldn't become stealing under until we offer to sell the horse. If we go, if we take this horse into the market and sell this horse, and to get the money from this horse and earn the money from this horse, in that condition it is considered as a theft, or it is considered as a stealing. But we are not doing, we will not going to like do that, so it is not considered as a stealing, which of course I know we would never do. We would never sell this horse into the market. We just ride on it and enjoy on it. So this is not considered as a stealing. This is not considered as a crime to bring this horse here. Both of the brothers were thinking like that because they both have a dream to ride on the horse. Let me put on some clothes, I said. Aram replied to Murad that he want to wear some clothes. All right, he said, but hurry. Murad replied, you have to become hurry. I leapt into my clothes. So fastly he wear his clothes. I jumped down to the yard from the window and leapt onto the horse behind my cousin Murad. So Aram quickly came out from his house, jumped from the window, and seated onto the horse with his cousin Murad. And after that, the two brothers went for the horse riding. That year was lived in the age of the town. The year we lived at the edge of the town. We were living at the edge of the town. Edge of the town means the town was starting from the point. That area is considered as the edge of the town. On Walnut Avenue, It's a name of an area. Walnut Avenue is a name of an area in which they were living. Behind our house was the country. The main city was behind their house. Vineyard, orchard, irrigation ditches, and country roads, everything were there behind their house. In less than 3 minutes, we were on Olive Avenue. Within a 3 minutes, they reached to the Olive Avenue, and then the horse began to trot. And after that, the horse began to start to trotting. The air was new and lovely to breathe. The atmosphere was very lovely and enjoyable into the early morning. The feel of the horse running was wonderful. Aram told us that whatever the feeling he was facing, wonderful feeling of horse riding. My cousin Murad, who was considered one of the craziest member of our family. This person, this cousin Murad was considered as a craziest member. Craziest member means the person who do anything or he can enjoy in any situation. That kind of the person is considered as the craziest person. So Murad was the craziest person of his family. Began to sing, and he started to sing. I mean, he began to roar. Means he was roaring like a lion because they were enjoying. They were become very happy to ride on the horse. Every family has a crazy streak in it somewhere. Every family has this kind of the one fellow who has a crazy stuck somewhere. And my cousin Murad was considered to be the natural descendant of the crazy stuck in our tribe. Murad is considered one kind of the craziest person of his tribe. Before him means before Murad was our uncle Khusrau. His uncle name was Khusrau, an enormous man with a powerful head of black hair and the largest mustache in the San Joaquin Valley. A man so furious in temper, so irritable, so impatient that he stopped anyone from talking by roaring. It is no harm to pay it is no harm, pay no attention to it. Here he was introduced about one another character in this story. That character name is Uncle Khosrau. Uncle Khosrau was physically description was given here. Physically he was very enormous and powerful black haired person. His hair was very black. He has a long mustache, and he was in a San Joaquin Valley. San Joaquin Valley means one of the long interior valley of the California. Okay, so he was belong with there. And a person was very short temper person. Uncle Khusrau was very short temper and always in the mood of the anger. Whenever he talked with any person, that the person to whom he was talking, he thought that he was quarreling with them. So always one sentence was his favorite, was it is no harm, pay no attention to it. This is his favorite sentence. All this time he was speaking about this sentence only. Let's see again what happened with them. That was all. No matter what anybody happened to be talking about, once it was his own son Alak running 8 blocks to the barber shop where his father was living. His father was having his mustache trimmed to tell him their house was on fire. Here one incident was given there. Once his son means Uncle Khusrau's son, whose name was Arak, was running to the barber shop when he was setting his mustache to the barber, trimming his mustache to the barber, and Uncle Kushraw's house was in the on the fire. So he gave the news about this incident. The man Khosrow sat up on in the chair and roared. The man who was sitting and trimming his mustache and who was after listening this news about his burning house, he was sat up on the chair and loudly he told, "It's no harm. No need to worry. Pay attention to it. No need to pay attention to it." The barber said, "But the boy says your house is on fire." The barber wants to confirm, try to confirm that person, try to confirm the Khusrau that your house was already burned in the fire. The boy was telling like that. Okay, what are you thinking about? So Khusrau roared again. "Enough, it's no harm," I said. He become angry again, second time, and he told that no need to worry. I told na, no need to worry. It's okay, no need to worry about that if my house is burned or no, not that you need not to worry about that. So this kind of the funny person you can consider this Mr. Khusrau. My cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of this man. His Murad was same in a nature, same kind of person like Mr. Khusrau. Although Murad's father was Zorab. Murad's father's name was Zorab, who was the practical and nothing else. He was very practical person. That's how it was in our tribe. A man could be the father of his son's flesh, but he did not mean that he was also the father of the spirit. The the distribution of the various kind of the spirit of our tribe and had been form of the beginning of the capricious and vagrant. The nature of this Murad was not match with his father, because his father was a very short his father was very humble person. He was not quarreling with his any of the person, but this the nature of the Murad was match out with this Mr. Khusrau. And in this tribe, whatever the families were belong with this tribe, all they in one of the family member they have the nature like this short temper nature. We roared means we roared the, and my cousin Murad sang. They came to the current situation. They were riding on the horse and roared. For all anybody knew, we were still in the old country where, at least according to some of our neighbors we belong, we let the horse run as long as to felt like running. They were enjoying to riding on the horse, and they feel like the dream come true. They feel that their dream becomes very true. So they were enjoying, they were not caring about any of the person. At last my cousin Murad said, "Get down, I want to ride alone." After some time him Murad told Aram that he has to come out from the horse because he wants to ride this horse alone. "Will you let me ride alone?" I asked. Aram also asked him that if we allow him to ride on the horse, that is up to the horse. My cousin said, "Get down." He told me that if the horse wants to allow you to ride on him, so it is up to on his wish. So right now you have to get down from the horse because I want to ride on this horse. The horse will let me ride. The horse will let me ride, I said. I asked to the horse to ride on him. We shall see, he said. He said to me that we shall see, means we means who? Murad and the horse will see that they will allow Aram to ride on the horse or not. Don't forget that I have a way with a horse. I have a way with horse means I have a talent to conduct the horse. I have a talent how to conduct the horse, how to deal with the horse that you didn't have. You hadn't an idea how to deal with the horse. So I am more perfect than you in the way to ride on the horse. Well, I said, anyway, you have with a horse, I have also. Means Aram told his cousin Murad that if you have an idea what we have to do with the horse, I also have some idea how to ride on the horse. For the sake of your safety, he said, let us hope so. It is good if you know the um, idea how to ride the horse. It is good for your safety. Get down now, you can get down so I can ride on the horse alone. All right, I said, but remember, you have got, let me try to ride alone. And Aram told his cousin Murad that don't forget that you have to allow me to ride on the horse after completing your riding. Okay, after completing your turn, it will be my turn to ride on the horse. So Aram also want to try alone on the horse, and he also want to enjoy on the horse. I got down and my cousin Murad kicked his knees into the horse and shouted, Wazire, run. Okay, whenever I got down, Murad was the expert to riding the horse, and he nicked his heels and told the horse that Wazire, come on, go fast. This horse stood on his hind legs, means the legs which were backside of the horse, that is called hind legs. He was standing over there with the two legs and roaring like a lion, snatched abreast into the fury speed. Fury speed means a lot of speed, like a swift speed. He moved away from their place, and was the loveliest thing I had ever seen. This situation was the loveliest situation that Aram hadn't seen in his life. My cousin Murad reached the horse across a field of the dry grass to the irrigation ditches, crosses, ditches on the horse. Every place he moved around this horse, and he was enjoying the horse riding. And 5 minutes later, returned dripped weight. And after moving around all that area, irrigation ditches, crossing, grasses, dry grasses, field, everywhere he was riding the horse, and after 5 minutes he came back. The sun was coming up, and after coming back he told me that the sun was coming up. Now it's my turn to ride, I said. I asked him that it is my turn to ride on the horse. My cousin Murad get off the horse, and he get off the horse, and he said, ride. Okay, if you want to ride, you can ride on this horse. Friends, till here we stop our explanation about this chapter in this video. In our next video we will discuss about the remaining part of this lesson. Okay, I hope whatever I explain about this two brother Murad and Aram, that you understand what was the situation, what was the circumstances, what was the happening with this two brothers, which kind of the family they belong, which kind of the tribe they belong. All these things I detailedly explain about this chapter in this video. In our next video we will discussing about the second remaining part of this lesson. Regarding this video, whatever the question answers were there, that I will send you through the PDF. You have to write down that one in your notebook. Okay, bye.